Welcome back to Auto Review, your go-to channel for classic car insights and honest reviews. Today, we're diving into a piece of automotive history, the 1947 Datsun pickup truck. This vintage machine from post-war Japan tells a story of resilience, ingenuity, and simplicity. If you're a fan of rare, rugged classics, you're in for a treat. Let's start by taking a look at the exterior. The 1947 Datsun Pickup is a compact utility vehicle that carries a lot of charm. Its design is modest and practical, reflecting the era's post-war minimalism. The front end features a simple, horizontal grille flanked by round, standalone headlights. The body is boxy and upright, with subtle curves over the fenders that give it a touch of vintage flair. Unlike the oversized trucks we see today, this one has a narrow stance and sits fairly low, emphasizing utility over brute strength. The steel body panels are basic but well crafted, with exposed rivets and metal seams that highlight the truck's hand-assembled nature. Chrome was minimal, mostly limited to the bumpers and hubcaps, which were usually painted to match the body. Most models came in solid colors, simple hues like olive green, navy blue, and beige, emphasizing function over flash. Moving to the bed, the cargo area is small by today's standards but functional for its time. The flat wooden bed planks, framed in steel, reflect the truck's utilitarian design. The tailgate is basic and manually operated, with no fancy dampers or assist mechanisms. It's a straightforward design meant to get the job done, whether hauling farm supplies, tools, or goods through narrow Japanese roads just beginning to recover from wartime destruction. Now let's take a look at the interior, and as you'd expect, it's about as barebones as it gets. Climbing into the cab, you'll notice the Spartan layout. The dashboard is a simple steel panel, painted to match the exterior, with minimal instrumentation. A speedometer, fuel gauge, and a couple of warning lights were all you got. There's no radio, no climate control, and definitely no creature comforts like we're used to today. The steering wheel is large and thin, designed for maximum leverage rather than comfort. Seating is a simple bench with thin padding and vinyl upholstery, enough to get by but not much more. The floor is lined with rubber mats, making it easy to wash out after a long day of work. Visibility is excellent thanks to the upright windshield and thin pillars, giving the driver a clear view of the road, an important feature for maneuvering tight spaces. Despite its simplicity, the interior has a certain charm. It's honest and purposeful, free of distractions. Every switch and lever serves a real function. For vintage car enthusiasts, there's something deeply satisfying about the directness of this kind of design. It reminds you of a time when vehicles were built to serve a specific purpose and nothing more. Under the hood, the 1947 Datsun Pickup is powered by a small but reliable 722cc inline-4 engine. It produces around 16 horsepower, which doesn't sound like much, but for a truck this size, it's enough for light-duty work. The engine is paired with a 3-speed manual transmission that sends power to the rear wheels. Acceleration is slow, and top speed barely touches 50 miles per hour, but this truck wasn't made for speed. It was built to be dependable and efficient, and that it certainly was. The performance is basic, but the charm lies in how mechanical everything feels. The clutch is heavy, the shifter is long and deliberate, and every gear change feels like a small accomplishment. Steering is manual and requires effort, especially at low speeds, but it gives you a real sense of connection with the road. The ride is stiff, especially with no load in the back, but that's expected from a solid axle and leaf spring setup. Brakes are drum all around and require planning ahead, but they do the job when you get used to them. For collectors and enthusiasts today, the 1947 Datsun Pickup is a rare find. Very few of these trucks were produced, and even fewer survived the decades, especially outside of Japan. If you manage to find one in restorable condition, expect to pay anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000, depending on originality and completeness. Fully restored examples, especially those done with attention to period-correct details, can fetch upwards of $30,000 at auction or through private sales. Of course, prices vary by region and condition, but the rarity of the model continues to push values higher every year. So, who is this truck really for? It's not for someone looking for modern convenience or highway cruising. It's for the collector who appreciates simplicity, history, and craftsmanship. It's for the enthusiast who enjoys tinkering in the garage and wants to preserve a forgotten chapter of automotive history. And for those lucky enough to own one, it's a rolling conversation starter, a symbol of post-war resilience, and a humble reminder of how far the automobile has come. Thanks for joining us today on Auto Review. If you enjoyed this look at the 1947 Datsun pickup truck, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a classic. We've got more vintage gems coming your way, so stay tuned and keep your engines running. See you next time.